sweet.
How we doing today? We're just getting settled in here. Getting things turned on. As usual. Just getting everything set up. And just give me a... Always asking for a moment of your time.
Good. Does this sound cool? Hello? Hello?
I know I fuck around too much. Whoa, check it out. Whoa. Spiral out, baby. Alright, Do-do-do-do-do. We're here. We're all here. I'm here. You're here. What are we gonna talk about? You know why we're here. We meet here every week and we talk about this book. We read the book. We talk about the book. We take information in. Maybe we learn something. Maybe we don't. Maybe I waste your time. I can surely tell you I'm not wasting my time. Even though that's what we're all doing, right? Till the end of time. We're just finding ways to waste it. Nothing's free in this life. You're trading. You're just buying everything with life. Life. Whatever you give your life to. You're just trading. This is what we're doing. So yeah, do I like this? Should I shut off the lights? Should we keep the lights on this episode? So you can see me? That looks better. Slightly better. How do you change the settings on this thing? Alright, I'm just fucking around still. I can never get this figured out. But we'll get it right eventually. It's so bright. Guess that's better, right? There we go. That's good enough. Nothing needs to be perfect. We'll be here forever if I'm looking for perfect. So stop striving. Stop striving. Stop striving. Stop striving for perfect. Just be you. There's magic. There's beauty in that. There's not. Maybe people will resent you and you just suck. At least you're not wasting anybody's time. People don't like you for the real you, and everybody can move on. When are we gonna start talking about the book? When I feel like it. First I get settled in. I talk. I yap. Welcome to this experience. I like to call this art. No, I don't. I hate self-proclaimed artist. Fuck off. Just do things. Be you. Alright? Okay? Good. I'm glad we established that. Just checking everything. Looking around. Making sure the environment's safe. PETA approved. Is that the right term? PETA? Or is that the animals? Speaking of animals, I gotta take my cat to the vet today for her tail. She's chewing it off or something. There's blood on it. Dried blood. Scary stuff. Hopefully she's okay. We're gonna find out. I'll keep you updated. If you stay along anyway. If you're here. Oh, here she comes. There she is. Let me get my drink before she jumps on me. We're here. Here we go. Little Newtonic action. Little crack. Sealed. Showing it's safe. The little things in life. The sniffs of a can. Good old Newtonic. You know I gotta give Kyle in the little TV. Yep, there you go, little buddy. Drink up. Then we're gonna reach behind here. I brought the jerky sticks down here. Now they're ready. They're just here. I don't have to go up in my kitchen anymore. The environment is expanding. Jerky it appears here now. Oh, just waiting for me. Here's some jerky too. I know, it's hilarious. How many screens are you looking at right now? You're looking at your phone, probably, and you're looking at that. You're looking at two screens. I'm getting you double screen time right now. We're getting those numbers up. You're welcome. Let your doctor know how much screen time you're getting. See if he approves. Oh, you don't have a doctor? Why not? Oh, because you can't afford one? Because of the healthcare system? I'm not trying to get political here. I don't know anything about politics. You know what I do know? How to enjoy life. All right. All right. Let's calm down. Let's not get crazy here. That was crazy. Yeah. This beef jerky's good. We're going to read after we finish the jerky. You wouldn't want to hear me talk with Jerky, would you? One of these days, we're just going to show up and we're not going to read anything. It's going to be a whole episode just sitting here talking. I really could. I picked that up later. This is dramatic effect, action shots. People like to see things happening on camera, and that's about as much action that happens around here. So we throw something. I got a flashlight and give you some dramatic effects. Whoa. Have you been drinking tonight, sir? Have you? Tell me. You can see my face. Kind of, see? Good thing we got the screen. Interesting. SOS. Sending you. Real conspiratorial people will say he was saying something with that light. It's Konami code. Alright. Let's get started. Why are you here? No, it's not. You were here for the beginning. Now you're like, oh, he's gonna read? Yeah, I'm gonna read now. Meditations for Mortals by Oliver Burkeman. Didn't even need to look at it. I know who the book's by. We've been doing this long enough. Look how far we are into that. We're about, how's that? Halfway done with that little doohickey right there. They're showing up. We're putting in the work. Okay, and we're caffeinated, so it's gonna be a good read. I'm already shaking, but that's because I'm cold. We turn off the furnace around here in the springtime. You save all that money. Who needs heat or AC during this time? It's a good time, good moments. All right, let me get a little bit in the shot in the camera so you can see my mouth, even though nothing matters. All right, what was today's title? You already know before me. Really, you did. You knew by the time you clicked on the video, but in this time, in my real time, I'm about to find out right now, but you knew, so you can say it along with me. Go ahead and say it along with me. Rules that serve life. You already knew that. All right, day 12, which means this is probably video 12. Video 12, we've been doing this. This is our 12th time. Do you see it in my confidence? Do you see it in anything here? 12th time we're in. That's how you build confidence. You stop feeling a little timid Timmy. You know, if you go to grab the fish when you're fishing, you go to grab it the first time, you're gonna be a little scared. But you build confidence because you gotta do it the first time. And what I'm saying is we've been here 12 times. All right, rules that serve life on doing things daily-ish. Where should I put the book? Where should I put my feet? I need my sandbag. I'll be right back. Go. Now we got our feet propped up on some sand. All right, enough all right. All right, am I all right? Let us begin. Oh, the camera. There we go. All right. Still not comfy. God, it takes me a damn year to get this going. Okay. We're okay. All right, to quote Saint Benedict, we read that monks should not drink wine at all. But since the monks of our day cannot be convinced of this, let us at least agree to drink moderately and not to the point of excess. It's a great way to start this chapter. Balance, baby. Balance. That's what that's about. Balance. It's anything. Diet, exercise. Don't go too far into anything you're going to get involved in because then you just become overly obsessed and that becomes unhealthy. Or you moderately, like food. Have a donut once in a while. Have some cake. Hell, even have a donut every day. You could have a donut every morning and be a healthy human being. You gotta count. You gotta count those calories, baby. A donut, I'm not getting into it. Let's read the book. You get the idea. You get what I was painting, what I was putting down. You only gotta deal with me for 1, 2, 3 pages. So let's dive in. Let's keep diving. We already dove in. What am I talking about? I once got the chance to interview Jerry Seinfeld. And so naturally, I asked him about the Seinfeld strategy, the amazing productivity secret that supposedly explained his prolific joke writing and global success. The basic technique is as follows. Every day that you manage to dedicate at least some time to your central creative goal, hey, that's what we're doing here. That's why we're here. We're spending time doing something towards something creative, I think. Yeah, in Seinfeld's case, that meant writing jokes for his stand-up act. You mark a big red X in your calendar, do it every day, and after a week or two, you'll have a pleasing chains of X's. From then, oh, fuck! I dropped the book, Jerry! Trying to make a joke, and I fumbled. My cat's there. That's cool shots. Just block it. Steal the video. From then on, The rule is not to break the chain. I wanted to know how Seinfeld had come up with this idea, which then had generated hundreds of emitting articles and posts and several apps designed to implement the system digitally. To be honest, I was also half hoping he might impart some additional extra detail, a tweak or a refinement to the technique that I could use to supercharge its effectiveness. Interesting so far. I'm intrigued. Let me take a sip here. Gotta get all the drops. Paid for that. It turned out that Seinfeld's strategy was a throwaway remark he'd make to an aspiring comic at a comedy club one night, decades earlier, then promptly forgotten about it completely. It's so dumb it doesn't even seem to be worth talking about, Seinfeld told me. If you're a runner and you want to be a better runner, well, I'll run every day, and I'll mark an X on the calendar every day I run. I can't believe this was useful information to anybody. Really? There are people who think I'll just sit around and do absolutely nothing and somehow the work will get done? In the world of personal productivity advice, the Seinfeld strategy had come to refer to the idea that you should work on your main project every single day without fail. But the actual Seinfeld position was just the obvious one that if you want to get good at something, you should do it a lot, preferably more days than not. Durr. Pick a dirt. Don't we all know that? So why aren't you doing it if you know it? Sorry, I didn't mean to attack you. You know what you need to be doing. Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? Do it if your feelings don't even want to do it. Those are the days that are important. To do it when you don't feel like doing it. Do it still. Do it. You're tired? Well, do it tired. Okay? It's that simple. You're gonna feel like shit. Do it still. Show up. Do the thing that you gotta be doing if you want progression. It's the only way it's gonna get done. Okay? So do the red X method, just like Seinfeld said. He's like, really? Really? That was some good advice. That's what it seems like here. That's what we're reading. So maybe I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna put a red X today. I'm not gonna do that, but could. I already have a system. I just show up. It's automatic now. Just like this video. This video is automatically out. It's already planned for the rest of the year. I already did it. It's all done. It's me doing it. That's how it works. When do you start? When it's planned. That's when you start. Plan it out. When's the next day begin? It already did. That sort of thing. You following? No? It doesn't matter. For my sake, it doesn't matter. For your sake, you better figure it out. You better figure it out. Okay? 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 Hey! All right. No. Stop being so retarded. No, be more retarded. There's a philosophy in that. You gotta get those max retard stats all the way up. Okay? Okay. Where were we? I don't know. I got lost. Let's just forget the book. No, I want to do that to you. I want to finish it myself. All right. Project every single day without fail, but actual time was just the obvious one that you want to get good at something. Yeah, obvious. If you want to get good at something, you do it a lot. A much better rule, indeed, one I think more accurately reflects Seinfeld's approach to his work, is to do things dialish. Dialish? Like a dial? Crank that bitch up? I'm borrowing the word from Dan Harris, host of the meditation podcast 10% Happier. Don't know what that is, but interested? Who suggests it whenever people ask him how often they ought to be meditating. If you're the ambitious type, dailyish, oh, it's dailyish, not dialish, dailyish, like from the beginning of the thing. Look at her tail. I told you, it's messed up. You can tell. Sad, I know. That's for me stepping on it. Makes me feel like a terrible person, but it wasn't my fault. Tell me it wasn't my fault. I stepped on it right going down these stairs you see behind me. Probably about that third step up. She decided to turn around, and I stepped on it a few weeks back, and now she needs a vet visit. We love you, but she might lose her tail. We'll see. Back to the, 10% Happier. Who suggested whenever people ask him how often they ought to be meditating, if you're the ambitious type, dailyish might strike you as a little self-indulgent. It isn't. If anything, it's the Seinfeld strategy that's self-indulgent. Because at the moment you set it in motion, you flatter yourself that you're going to be able to follow it impeccably. Day after day, even though, were you to reflect on it, you'd probably agree that your life is too unpredictable for that, and your mood's too much of a roller coaster. Dailyish is much more resilient. What are you eating? Sorry, my cat distracted me. It's not me this time. I didn't distract me. Yeah, dailyish is a much more resilient rule. It's less of a high wire act where one mistake could end Jesus freaking Christ. Where one mistake could end everything. But emotionally speaking, it's an unsettling rule to follow. Because doing something dailyish requires sacrificing your fantasies of perfectionism in favor of the uncomfortable experience of making concrete, imperfect progress here and now. In any case, dailyish isn't synonymous with just do it whenever you feel like it. Deep down, you know that doing something twice per week doesn't qualify as dailyish, while 5 times per week does. And in busy periods, 3 to 4 times per week might get to count. So you're still putting some pressure on yourself. Crucially, what you're not doing is expecting the rule to somehow force the action. So pretty much what I'm taking is that you set the rule, and then it kind of becomes automatic. You just show up, even on days where you're tired. And sometimes you don't show up. You know, you give yourself some leeway because you actually have a really busy week. We're humans. Sometimes life just gets that unpredictable. But you still have that rule to where you somehow, so automatic, it's so in your system that you come right back to it pretty easy, even when life gets unpredictable. That's what I'm taking this. That's how I'm taking it. And continuing. And that's the key distinction here, I think. The unstated appeal of a lot of productivity advice, very much including the Seinfeld strategy, lies in bewitching idea that there might be a rule or a set of rules that would force accomplishment to occur, rendering it inevitable and automatic. Automatic. We yearn for such a rule, not generally because we're lazy, but because we don't truly trust ourselves to get the right things done without one. That's how I feel. You gotta have a system. I gotta just show up, even if the work I'm putting in is ass, if it sucks. I showed up and I did the work. At least I did something, so I know something's getting done. If you don't show up and do the work, how are you gonna even know if it's good or bad, and how are you gonna have an arrow which way to go if you just don't do it? Even if it sucks, do it. Do it. Like I said, do it tired. Don't truly trust yourself to get the right things done without one. Maybe you lack confidence that you know how to do your work, so you hope that rigidly following a rule might serve as a substitute for the missing knowledge. Maybe you're a self-punishing perfectionist who demands from yourself a flawless track record, so you want a rule to help ensure you never put a foot wrong. Or maybe you don't really want to do your work at all, but you just think that you ought to want to do it. But you just think that you ought to want to do it. And this just made me think. This is making me think of Alan Watts there. Ought to want to do it. You think you ought to want to do it. You think you ought to want to do it. Just think about that. Anyway, so you're seeking a system to try to force the missing desire into existence. We want a rule to shoulder the burden of living on our behalf. It's a quid pro quo. We follow it religiously and in return won't have to take so much moment-to-moment responsibility for making the most of our lives. My dad's calling me.
Ringtone, pick up the phone.
You see that?
Ringtone, pick up your phone. Ding, 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 beep, 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 boop. Pick up your telephone because you'll hear your ringtone.
All right, I'll be back. Hello?
Oh, Kyle,
Yeah.
you called?
Yeah, I got those quotes on the window.
How much are they?
We got 3 different numbers. Back to reading. I don't know where we were at. It's interrupted. Damn daddy. Or were we talking? Were we reading or were we talking? I don't remember. Yet, on reflection, no such rule could possibly exist. However much we might sometimes long to outsource the task of living, we never can. Think about it. Even the most hidebound rule follower, dutifully implementing an intricate schedule or set of behavioral guidelines, is still choosing to keep on following them in every moment. They could always opt not to. Like it or not, you're always in charge of the kayak. Remember kayaks and super yachts? Of course you do. Yeah, making rules. It almost does a lot of the work. You just gotta follow them. You set the rules, and then it really leaves a lot of. You get the thing done, and it leaves time for you. You have more time for yourself because you have the rules. It's like less of a decision making because you set the rule. God damn it, Dad. He's calling me again. What's up?
Hey, you put all the grass in one bag, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll talk to you later.
Yep, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks a lot.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Alright, let's actually finish this. Let's get this over with because my SD cards is 4 minutes left. So we gotta just finish this. Dad interrupted. Thanks, Dad. Thanks a lot. We still love him. Alright, Saint, I don't know where we're at again, but Saint Benedict of Nursia, whose rule book for organizing the communal life of Christian monastery remains the one followed by many Catholic orders to this day. Appears to have undergone a midlife realization of just this nature. Benedict sought to create monastic communities as bulwarks against the immorality that appalled him to 6th century Europe. Earlier experiences led him to radically alter his approach to the challenge. As a pious younger man, and the story goes, he first organized a group of novice monks under a framework of rulers so demanding that several of them conspired to try to poison him twice. By contrast, the rule of Saint Benedict, the one he wrote in old age and which is still in use, remains relevant because it's a model of moderation, elegantly balancing the need for order with the need for individual freedom, and a monk's need for solitude with the universal human need for a social life. It also recognizes in the beautifully forbearing passage quoted above that monks, like many of the rest of us, enjoy a drink from time to time, sometimes in the aftermath of those poisonings. Benedict apparently understood that the point isn't to spend your life serving rules, the point is for the rules to serve life. Whoa, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Don't follow your dogma just so much that it's ruling you, man. This shit's there to help you, not fucking control you. It's there to help you, serve you. It's just like philosophy. It's not there to follow something, it's there to use in times of need. Boom. Beautiful stuff. Good stuff. This is why we read, because it makes you feel good. And then you go back to whatever you're doing after you're done reading. Go back to, life. All right, last page. You know what that means. We're right here. We're right there. Dailyish is one that does. It is not insisting on your doings something absolutely every day. It shifts the focus away from the ultimately meaningless question of whether or not you have an unbroken chain of red X's. And back to the life it's supposed to be serving. This is good. It's more there to know that you're just progressing. You're just moving. You're moving in a direction. That's what it's there for. It's not there to... Because what good is it doing if you're even showing up daily? And you look back, and you can't even tell that you did anything. Sorry, I got a little distracted. My camera actually switched, so I don't have to worry about time now. That's nice. I have 2 SD cards in it, so it's not important. It's not important for you. It's important for me. It's part of the show. It is now. All right. To the thing you're seeking to bring into existence, whether that's a piece of writing, a work of art, a happy family, a healthier body, anything. In any case, does anyone really believe that Jerry Seinfeld owes his success to his, I don't know what this word is, assiduous, showing great care, perseverance, assiduous. Word of the day, assiduous. You're welcome. Oh yeah, Jerry Seinfeld owes his success to his assiduous observance of a productivity technique he happened to stumble across. Of course not. He owes it to talent, and maybe a modicium. Gosh, that modicium? Hitting me left and right. I'm about to go down. Modicum? Modicum. A small quantity of particular thing, especially something considered desirable or valuable. He owes it to talent and maybe a modicum of luck, and then to the willingness to keep showing up and developing that talent, more days than not, in the unpredictable context of his real life. Obviously, the goal was never a chain of red X's, it was making people laugh. We're done, we finished it. Don't you feel better? Don't you feel like a better person now? You cheated. You had some guy read it to you. Some bloke on the internet that doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, hey, at least when we're done with this, you'll be like, I kind of read that book. I sat there with some dude talking about it. He yaps and talks about his life and reads some pages. Hey, we just finished page 69. That's a VHS tape player, so you probably can't really. It doesn't matter. So, we finished. Next week's chapter is called 3 Hours on Finding Focus in the Chaos. It's going to be a good one. They're all good. So, that's not really stating anything. It's going to be a terrible one. It's going to suck. So what have we learned today? What's today's chapter's name again? What have we learned on rules that serve life? Have some goddamn discipline. All right? Set something up. Move the levers. You know what you gotta be doing. I don't need to be telling you. This is all for me. I'm re-securing what I'm already doing. So keep showing up. Keep doing your thing. Don't let rules that you do set control your life. Don't let them make you miserable. You can always change your rules up if they just don't work. Try something. Try something new. Okay? Okay. Good. I'm done here. I've been recording for 57 minutes, but a lot of that time was talking to my dad on the phone. I had to cut some stuff. I almost look cross-eyed right now. The way the eyes look in the TV. Anyway, enough fooling around. I gotta go get this video together to get out for you guys. So it come out tonight. It's almost noon, and I gotta order some windows. I gotta take my cat to the vet. I gotta work out. There's too many things I gotta do. You know, the rules I set in place. The dailyish things I gotta do. This was one of them. So thank you for tagging along on my dailyish activity. I won't see you. You'll see me this weekend in our next gimmick. Our next gimmick of life, where we smoke reefer and make a fool of ourselves, because that's what I'm always doing anyway. All right, I'm done. Go. I like for you to leave the video before the video's over. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and exit. I don't care about my analytics. Close the video. You know what I care about? Having fun. Enjoying life. You only got one, baby. You only got one. Better be doing what you like, because it's going to be over before you know it. Right? That's what the older people tell you, right? So why aren't you doing it? They always looking down saying, you got your whole life ahead of you. Blah, blah, blah. It's all this. We just, generation after generation, we just keep saying the same things to each other. All right, go. Get. I told you to leave, and you're still here. I will see you. You see me. Go. You're going to make me look more like a fool the longer you stay. The video's done. This is all scrap footage. Go.